So what would we like our base to do? We would like our base to keep their arms straight, to lower their feet towards the flyer, but only as much as you can still provide a stable platform for your flyer to then get onto. The flyer, meanwhile, should make sure to use your hands to push straight towards the base and onto your shoulders. As a base, please wait for your flyer to completely get onto your feet before then straightening your legs upwards. Otherwise, the flyer will have a hard time getting onto the feet. We can then try different exercises like releasing the hands, moving your legs. We could also do both things at the same time. Then we can also go on to releasing one leg at a time, doing one-legged stop. In the end, we will try to dismount as slowly as possible, slowly to the ground. First of all, put your hands together in a hand-to-hand grip like this. Try not to slide away from this grip throughout the whole exercise. Common mistakes might be that the flyer pushes the base's hands out of line. We always want to increase the pressure in the feet and push with our hands straight towards the base's shoulders. As a flyer, we want to round our back before going up onto the feet, as if you want to make a kind of forward roll onto your partner. We can always use a little jump to get up there, but also engage the strength from our arms at the same time. Once you've managed to get up there, try to keep all your weight in your shoulders as a flyer, not as much weight on the hands. The hands are really only for balance. Pulling only in emergencies. So if, for instance, we're close to falling over, then we can always use our arms to pull back into position. We will try not to hang back like this, but to stay with all our weight in line on top of the feet. For training purposes, try to keep the straight line from base's legs throughout the flyer's body. As a flyer, do not straighten your arms, but keep them in position as if you were doing a headstand on the floor. A good exercise to check your position, for instance, could be to use fists instead of hands. Once your shoulder stand is nice and sturdy, we can then go on to maybe trying to release the arms. The base puts their heels close together in a V position like this until they're almost touching. The flyer should feel the base's contact, and this contact should never lose itself. As usual, the base will be in charge of balancing. Balance slowly and try to anticipate where your flyer might go next. You know you mastered the position when you can move your arms and legs freely, but give yourself enough time to reach this goal. Just trying slowly with one arm, second arm, one foot. Releasing one foot at a time is also a very useful skill to train. It can be very important for many transitions in L-basing. Just start by shifting the weight to whichever side you feel comfortable with. Not only the base will anticipate more weight on this side, but also the flyer will try and get more stable on that side and try and shift the weight. Once you feel like the other side has less weight on it, you can slowly take your foot out and see if you can balance on one foot. Spotting is probably one of the most important things to learn to get this trick working. Often the flyers are scared of falling over, especially the first few times, and therefore all the body wants to just go back to the ground and won't even roll up properly onto the base's feet. It's just a very natural body response. Having a spotter next to you will just help you to get over this natural body response. So as a spotter, we can stand behind the flyer in an angle so you can be very close but still see what is going on. You can place both hands on the flyer's hips, or alternatively you can also take one hand at the upper arm and one around the back. Try to stand very close, but at the same time let the flyer and the base balance themselves out on their own. Try not to hold any weight as a spotter. If you interfere in the balance, then it will be hard for them to know where exactly they are. If the fly is going down, try not to catch their full weight, but simply slow them down to the floor. Never grab any feet or legs, because that will lead to the head dropping onto the floor even faster.